The Chiefs walked out of Arrowhead tonight with a 28-7 win over the Washington Commanders. And honestly, that felt like the kind of statement night this team desperately needed. After a sloppy first half that included turnovers and a 7-7 score at the break, Kansas City flipped the switch in the second half and put together 3 unanswered touchdowns to take control and close out a convincing victory. You felt the momentum shift, and that's exactly the kind of moment that changes a season. This wasn't just another win on the schedule. Patrick Mahomes battled through 2 early interceptions and answered by engineering a second-half clinic, finishing with 299 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. That stat line says it plainly. When Mahomes finds his rhythm, there's not much that can stop him. But tonight was far from a one-man show. The offense spread the ball. Travis Kelce posted 6 catches for 99 yards and a touchdown. Rashee Rice hauled in 9 catches for 93 yards and a score. And Kareem Hunt punched in 2 touchdowns that helped finish the job. Those contributions underline a balanced attack that can attack you in multiple ways. Defensively, Kansas City made the plays when they needed them. The unit forced turnovers and clamped down after halftime, flipping field position and taking pressure off the offense. When your defense plays like that, it hides mistakes elsewhere. And that's exactly what we saw tonight. The Chiefs' defense has been trending up, and this performance reinforced the idea that they might be a top-tier unit. With the win, Kansas City improved to 5-3. Not just a number in the standings, but a momentum swing going into a tougher stretch of the schedule. So I want to know real quick, how pumped are you after tonight on a scale from 1 to 10? Drop your number in the comments right now. And if you're liking this breakdown, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe. We're chasing 6,000 subscribers, and every new sub helps us bring you more daily Chiefs content. Now let's break down what really changed this game, the offense waking up in the second half. The story of the night was Mahomes' second-half takeover. After 2 interceptions in the first half, one a great defensive play, the other a tipped pass that ended up in a defender's hands, Mahomes came out in the second half focused and in control. He finished 25 of 34 for 299 yards and 3 touchdowns, efficient, composed, and devastating when the Chiefs needed a blow. That short memory, that next play mentality, is what keeps him at the top of the game. How did he do it? The Chiefs attacked with short, decisive throws to build rhythm early in the half, then opened things up with chunk plays. Rashee Rice was the spark. 9 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown where he beat Bobby Wagner in coverage. Rice is growing every week. He's becoming the kind of consistent threat Mahomes can rely on. Travis Kelce, even after an early drop that led to an interception, shook it off and delivered. A 38-yard strike that felt like vintage Kelce and flipped the crowd into frenzy. And Kareem Hunt, while not piling up yards, made the tough plays. 1 catch that went for a touchdown, and 2 total scores that mattered when the chips were down. Andy Reid's play calling deserves credit too. The balance between creativity and discipline in the second half, including a wildcat-like direct snap to Rice in the red zone that nearly scored, kept Washington off balance. When this offense is that balanced, they're extremely difficult to defend. It wasn't just the stars either. Juju Smith-Schuster, Noah Gray, and rookie Xavier Worthy all played their roles. Tonight, everybody ate. All right, who was your offensive MVP? Type Mahomes, Rice, or Hunt in the comments. While you're at it, smash that subscribe button so we can hit 6,000 subs and keep bringing these breakdowns. While the offense gets attention, the defense quietly put this game away. From the opening drive to the final whistle, Kansas City's defense looked fast, physical, and in complete control. Holding Washington to just 7 points in a full game is an incredible feat, regardless of the opponent's injuries. The Commanders still have playmakers, and the Chiefs shut them down. Marcus Mariota gave Washington an initial push in the first half, but Spagnuolo's unit adjusted and turned up the pressure. Mike Dana was a standout. He had both a sack and an interception, a rare and game-changing combo. Jack Cochran came up with his first career interception, and plays like that swung momentum and pinned Washington deep. Over the last few weeks, the defense has been stingy. They've allowed minimal points and are playing with a confidence that you can feel on every snap. That said, special teams remain a concern. Kickoff coverage has been an issue all season, and it reared its head again with long returns and penalty problems that cost the Chiefs field position. Outside of Harrison Butker's perfect night, which continues to be a massive advantage, the special teams phase looked inconsistent. Penalties and sloppy coverage are small things on paper, but in tight games, they become huge. The Chiefs need to clean that up if they want this run to stay intact. So with defense flying and special teams needing polish, where does that leave us? Overall, the defense is trending elite, but the special teams wrinkles can't be ignored. Let's hand out a few player grades and storylines from tonight's game. Patrick Mahomes, a minus. 2 early interceptions are ugly, but he wiped that away with nearly 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. His ability to reset after mistakes and dominate in the second half is what makes him an MVP-level quarterback. Travis Kelce, solid A. Despite the early drop that led to a turnover, Kelce finished with 6 catches for 99 yards and a touchdown. More importantly, he hit a massive milestone tonight, joining the league's all-time great A, tight ends with 80-plus career receiving touchdowns. He also tied Priest Holmes for most touchdowns in Chiefs franchise history. Next week, he could break that record. Legendary. Rashee Rice, 9 catches, 93 yards, a touchdown, and an overall performance that shows he's more than just a prospect. He's becoming a primary playmaker in this offense. Yes, he picked up a holding penalty and an unsportsmanlike conduct flag, but his production outweighed the mistakes. Kareem Hunt, big props. He wasn't explosive in yardage, but he scored twice and ran with a physical, decisive style that gives Kansas City a different look in short yardage and goal line situations. Isaiah Pacheco, incomplete. He ran hard for 58 yards, but left the game late with what looked like a lower leg issue. Early indications didn't seem catastrophic, but we'll need to monitor official updates. Depth in the backfield matters for the long haul. On defense, Mike Dana earns high marks, a sack, and an interception in this. The same game is the kind of impact performance this unit has needed. Overall team grade, B+, not perfect. Turnovers and penalties cropped up, and special teams was shaky. But a B+ that wins by 21 points is more than enough right now. Quick poll for you. How would you grade Travis Kelce's season so far? Drop a number from 1 to 10 in the comments and tell me why. I'll follow the answers and call out the most compelling takes in the next video. Looking ahead, this win is about momentum. Beating Washington in that fashion moves the needle. It changes the narrative from, can they figure it out, to, how dangerous are they when everything clicks? Next up, Buffalo. The Bills are a true measuring stick. Elite offense, stout defense, and a physical front that'll test Kansas City in every phase. For the Chiefs, the checklist is clear. Limit early turnovers, clean up special teams, maintain a balanced run-pass attack, and let Mahomes attack in good situations rather than forcing throws. If Kansas City can fix the small details, penalties, and kickoff coverage, they walk into that game with real momentum and a chance to stake their claim in the AFC. Long-term, health and discipline will be the deciding variables. Isaiah Pacheco's status will be important to track, and penalties that erase big plays must be reduced. If those things are under control, this team becomes a nightmare matchup for anyone in the conference. Final thought, this felt like a statement not just because of the final score, but because of how Kansas City responded to adversity. The ability to make halftime adjustments and close a game out with authority is championship behavior. Chiefs Kingdom should be excited, but realistic. The road ahead is tougher, and the margin for error shrinks. Still, after a performance like tonight, optimism is earned. One last interactive question before we close. Do you think the Chiefs beat Buffalo if both teams are healthy? Type yes or no and give a short reason. I'll read your takes and feature the best ones. If you like this full breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe. Remember, we're pushing for 6,000 subscribers to bring you more daily Chiefs content and deeper film work. Share this video with a friend who needs a little Chiefs hype after tonight.